a little loud. Okay, that'll work. Got my pen. Could be doing a little bit of cleaning today. See what my references. Perfect. Flip it over. We do the couple of these things. Starting to stream like later and later. Just kind of, I don't know, get sleepy after work. Take a break. Need to get more coffee in my diet, I think. I think what I want to do is shift his body forward a little bit. Just look a little bit to match the reference. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks better. Still not really sure about the legs there, but that is something to look for. New World is so broken. It's like they just launched the game. Everything is just fucking beta. Just kind of upsets me. I don't know if I want to play till they fix all the goddamn bugs. It's just like so frustrating. Amazon, why did you make a game that was so fucking broken? So this one is the most done, I think, out of all of them. But I'm still not really sure about the legs. I think the legs are like broke. My reference isn't perfect for the legs. I don't even have them here, so. I have these legs, but then the body isn't aligned correctly. So that even it creates more problems. So I'll have to fix that.
Try this one more time before I start to become unreasonable.
This hand should go down more. It's out of the frame, so I think you spelled based wrong, or at the very no, I posted, didn't I post? Maybe I didn't. No, I posted. Pretty sure. No. Yeah, I posted. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me get a coffee. I'll be right back. Not paying attention. Coffee machine is so low, you literally can't hear it, even though it's like next to it. I bet you can't hear it. Let's see. Does it pick it up? It's not grinding yet, but it's so nice when the machine is not like crazy. There, you hear it? Yeah, it doesn't look like it picks it up. Because I'm used to like the machine going like fucking ape shit at 6 a.m. Just wake up to the sound of coffee. It's got its own little rhythm. Still drawing with this triangle brush. Alright, so this one, more or less, I'm like happy with the design, I'm happy with what's going on here, so this one is doing okay for now, so we should move on to something that's not doing okay. Maybe a couple more lines for like shouldn't have done that. I've done it this way. Alright, for the chair. Maybe it'll be just like a little seat here. Involved in a project on making manga fan fictions. Oh. This sounds like unpaid labor. Unpaid labor detected. Doing it for fun. My mom said should collaborate with more artists. Hold on, let me get my coffee. Comes with frost, not frost, milk frother. That's actually like nice milk frother. Alright, so this scaly is done for today. Probably. So I get the rest of them as finished, I think. Just flip it over. This is really bothering me though. I gotta fix this, I think. Because the nose is not aligned. Otherwise, it's okay. Yes, it's unpaid, and she has no leadership skills. Doesn't post what she's working on, so her stuff clashes. Making a manga. Intense weebery detected. Alright, I even got the froth milk. It's a cappuccino, a real cappuccino. Alright, so this one is okay for now. We're gonna close this group. I'm keeping everything grouped even though I'm not... I'm trying hard to... What's on this layer? This is... These are like... These are like references. What layer is this on? This one. Okay. Erase that. Okay. Okay, cool. This one. This one is probably the least. Yeah, I think this one is the least unfinished, so I'm gonna work on that one. Alright, where's my clock?
What's wrong with me? I can't feel. What's wrong with me? Give me something else to feel.
So cringe to be a weeb. Stop being a weeb. Question mark. I feel like this guy's frame is a little.
Give me something else to feel.
I don't know. Seems a little light. Like he's not top heavy, nearly as top heavy as he should be. There's a tangent here with his legs too. Makes sense. I should quit. I don't know. If you don't see any value in doing it, I don't know how I could confuse. They're also liberals. The worst. The worst. Well, I mean, it's manga. What did you expect? Conservative mangas. Where's my One Punch Man comic, man? I've been waiting for like 2 weeks now. Fucking Murata hasn't released a single comic. I'll even take like a revised fucking comic that they did earlier. I don't know, group projects are very hard. Unless you're like you're the concept lead or whatever it is. You have the vision. Or you're working in a very rigid hierarchy and you're happy with that hierarchy. Because otherwise it's like, it's mayhem. Close to finishing. So we'll see a manga from you. Is it oh wait, what are you doing? Crazy cat. Let's see a manga from Reiji. So, I assume it's a fan fiction of like an existing manga. Like which one? I think I need to start like. Maybe texturing and rendering a little bit. Fun. OPM is close to finish? What do you mean? Couldn't finish. Like the I'm pretty sure that what's called is like 400 chapters or something. The webcomic, I'm pretty sure it's like there's way more chapters. You mean this chapter in particular is going to be releasing soon? Yeah, I think so. I've been waiting for it. So usually I'm browsing on Sunday and I'll get my fix, but not this time. It's a good brush for scales. Accidentally the scale texture. It's called hairbrush. It's now the scaly brush. Again, they're colorful lizards who can shapeshift when they eat people. It's an AOT ending fanfic. Oh, don't spoil it. I haven't seen the ending. Although I don't know when I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be. I'm probably gonna watch it. I'm not gonna read it because I think the timeline is different. I actually enjoyed the pacing of the anime, so. Scalies of the world unite. Four iterations of fan-made endings. The work is basically motivated by disappointment. It's terrible. I remember when I was like, I don't know, like, I want to say like 15, that's all I wanted to do was make like fanfics of manga, and they were all like really bad. I'm glad that I never made them and that no one ever saw them and that there's no record that exists. I would have made the cringiest shit ever. I'm gonna pick his nose up a little bit here. Make him look up. He's a Sigma male, not a beta male. Sigma Lizard Gaming. Give him a little horn. I think like his cousin here. Give him like the same face. Also, like facial features. Maybe same tattoos also. Gonna be a lot of triangle tattoos. I feel like they represent the scales well. So we'll go with that. So we'll work on a team that makes porn fanfiction. This team would be Coomers. Yeah, Coomers are probably pretty chill till you get between them and their waifu. Don't want to do that. Bitcoin's doing like a U-turn 180 move. I'm kind of closely watching that. it's going like up and down and up and down and just crazy spikes. That market is so volatile, like even when you like have like, yeah, it's gonna go up like crazy, it's just like fucking, it's so volatile, there's no way to predict it. It's just crazy. It's all crazy. Song request. I want to do song request. Alright. Under Your Spell. Oh, this song. That's a good song. That's a good song. Good movie, too. Do lizards even have ears? For this one, reference-wise, ward, meaning, spear, could just find that image. Similar, but not this. It's an old image of a guard that has his shoes off. He's just chilling out. I could just find that one. Here it is. Ludwig Deutsch. I like the colors a lot. Very solid image. Compositionally, you know, 10 out of 10. These are not illustrations, so I can't really do composition. I can just do like interesting pose. But things like this, you know, triangles pointing into the image, you know, nice long lines interrupting your view. It's really good. Plus the rendering is great. I really like the design elements. I'm gonna steal some of them. I don't know which ones just yet, but probably not gonna give him like all these weapons though. It's too many weapons. It's like Gilgamesh. Alright, so let's create a backup. Take this down to 50 is my new trick. Or maybe even 60. Let's go with 60. Make a new layer. Merge it down. I have a perfect 60 opacity layer now. I can just draw on it. I don't need a second layer. I don't need to create anything. It's 100% opacity of a 60% opacity layer. I think that's pretty cool. I've done a lot of workarounds for things like this, but I've never found a way that's quite as good as this. So right now I can just draw. If I had something to draw. I like his belt. I'm gonna steal the belt. Steal the belt. Something similar. Gonna draw something similar. Yeah. Yeah, I was watching Carl Kapinski draw because he linked the video. It's so like when I watch him draw, it's just so mysterious how the image just appears on the canvas. I find it like enthralling. Um. Just be good. Just be really good. Just dodge. Just learn to dodge. Learn to shoot all recoil guns. They're good. They're able to be loose and effective. Yeah, because he's been doing it for so long. He's very good. Like, Kropotkin is in like Kim Jong-ji's drawing group. Okay, there's a reason. There's a reason he is. You know, it'd be cool, like a mask. I don't know if they have masks, but maybe we can do like a mask would be kind of cool. Make it out of bone. In my city, apparently, now this is reported on the news, so I don't think this is like very controversial. But garbage is piling up on the streets because essential workers like garbage men, who, you know, without who society would not be able to function, are saying fuck it. You don't get to vaccinate me. Very interesting. Really interesting. Really makes you think what happens. I know, you know, eventually we're gonna get to that point where everything will be like automated. So at that point there'd be no way to like protest like that. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. The new it's interesting because um um I think there was like a I don't know if it's like a formal address or something, but Joe Biden gave a speech and he said we are becoming impatient with you, people who are unvaccinated, and we are becoming very impatient. And I don't know. I wonder if he knows that kind of works in the opposite direction, like these garbage men were, I guess, fed up. So they've decided not to do it. The thing is that in New York, we have these mandates. They're not. They're facing a lot of challenges in court right now. So they're not like all together there. Like it's not like the neck isn't exactly on our necks. The knee isn't exactly on our necks just yet. But it's kind of starting to look that way. But once those mandates kick in, firefighters, not just garbage men, firefighters, policemen, essential workers will be facing unpaid leave. Until they become back, because you can't just fire everybody, right? I mean, you can. You could say that you're gonna, but when it comes to downtime to it, and you see that, hey, you're gonna lose, I don't know, maybe like, let's say 30% of the people working that are just not interested. That's it's pretty conservative. I'm sure there's quite a few, because you would think like, oh, New York, that's all liberals, so they're all just it's split. Not all liberals like the vaccine. Being told that they have to get it. So that's some people. And then when you get to organizations, like the police, fire department, the political beliefs actually start. Any blue collar type of work, the belief breakdown actually starts to go the other way. So you start to see workplaces where majority are I wouldn't say like conservative, like we're not from not super conservative, I wouldn't say, but not super left-leaning. I would say that blue-collar workers, there's like mechanics. This is true with the older generation. And so I think 30% is a very conservative figure. We're talking about, people in essential roles that will have to take unpaid leave. And then the city is going to have to kind of answer the question of what are they going to do when they have 30% of the police force just unpaid leave. I don't know if it's going to be exactly that much. Could be worse, could be less, could be more. But I've seen that figure thrown around. So, and this is the city. This isn't like the federal government. This is New York City in general. So it's kind of an interesting place that the city is inhabiting, because I think they have some of the most heavy-handed vaccine mandates, like across the United States. So heavy-handed, I mean that the penalties are more severe, and the projections and the outcomes are like 100% vaccination before certain dates, and for who it affects. It's just kind of an interesting place to be in. Because the economy is not doing amazing. Gas prices are incredibly high right now. And I think what's happening is a lot of businesses are just eating the costs, because not everything is up right now. Not if you walk outside, you might um, maybe it's what's called like quantitative easing for not the rich. So I'm thinking that some of those costs for fuel are being just eaten by corporations, or by businesses, or by whoever. Like even like beer or whatever, because all commodities are like that aren't really traded, like wood, steel, everything like that. If you actually looked at those markets, everything is up like substantially. So raw materials up, gas prices are transporting those materials up. I'm not sure if that sounds scary just yet. Prices about the same for a lot of stuff. That might be like unnatural, or at least that looks to me like it's not exactly natural. Prices haven't adjusted for the costs that these people are paying. So I don't think you can blame, it'd be really easy to just blame like one person, even as someone as high up as the president. It's just his fault, you know. I think this is like, orders of magnitude of this is like a kind of like looking at a tornado and then saying, "Oh, look, that flying car did all the damage." If only that flying car wasn't there, this tornado would be, just fine. It'd be an okay tornado, you know. So yes, the car did do some of the damage. However, that's kind of ignoring the tornado there. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you could blame the politicians. I mean, sure, but steal the colors too. Can I just steal the colors? Make my own design, but I'm gonna make it like lizard skin or something. Ah, see, this is like peak saturation. Am I super unsaturated? Steal some of the golds as well. Just so I have more colors to mix with. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think this administration is going to face unique challenges. In the form of Um, probably a lot more civil unrest than we saw in like when Black Lives Matter was burning down buildings. That is kind of my prediction. I'm not, I'm not trying to like fearmonger or anything, but like I think um when gas prices hit a certain amount, I think economists have a way of using that to predict uh, riots. Oh, usually it's bread costs, but those kind of go hand in hand because food prices are so intrinsically linked to gasoline now because no one grows their own stuff like locally. It's all imported all the time. So um, yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. I think gonna be very interesting. Um, we will be living in the most interesting of times. And it's going to affect the rest of the world too because we are as soon as the dollar is basically like used is the fiat currency that you know the barrels of oil are traded under. um just watch the world burn. I'm in the world, so I would like to not do that because you see this like this paints a picture of a person that is kind of that phrase, it paints a picture of a person that is not affected by the world or is not of the world. Like if I was an alien on a spaceship and the earth was like a cereal or something, I would be ecstatic about it, or I wouldn't care. But this is hits a little close to home. I am in the world. I do not want to burn. I think I think that's the problem for me. I wonder if I can make like scale patterns. If it'll upset like just do small ones maybe. But yeah, it's not looking good. There's kinds of stuff going on that really scares the shit out of me. I guess the closest thing is the fact that well, we'll see, because it could just end in like the mandates being kicked out of the door because they're just they're unfeasible in the current state of things. You can't just put your foot down and it's my society. You do what I like. You'll do what I tell you, and you'll like it. Can't do that currently. There's a lot of people, a lot of moving parts. A lot of people that you have to there was another guard. Hold on, he had a spear. Wait, there's another one. Let me see. Ah, here he is. It's the second one. This one is also very good. Very cool armor design too. It's got like chainmail, a flintlock, a breastplate. That could be water, maybe a shield, and a spear. This guy could use a shield, maybe. I don't know how they feel about shields. Link of the day, Twitter edition. Oh, great! It's not a video. Perfect. What we got? Oh, it's for Mutahar. I love Mutahar. Does those great videos with Internet Historian. Can't wait for the boomers to freak out because Facebook logo is missing from... Facebook is now Meta. I really... I really love it when they... Oh, have you seen this? This is the link of the day. Virginia man arrested for having Minecraft worlds that exact replicas of classified U.S. military bases. Would you like to buy my my Minecraft worlds Russian espionage unit? Meta. Yeah, it's kind of like Google becoming subsumed under Alphabet. It's just like when their names become like more and more like generalized to the point where you can't really even tell what the company does anymore. That's when you got to start worrying. Like if you don't Bellingcat, what do they do? You know, that's when you can't automatically tell what's going on. Hey George, how's it going? I haven't really used Facebook all that often, and when I have, it usually isn't the on that. I wouldn't download that and put it on my phone. I feel like that's too much, man. I have enough people spying on my phone. Okay, I don't need another one, you know. Yeah. I'm sure this branding shift will help Facebook. As you may have heard, Facebook is facing a lot of breakage right now. The product is like leaving the building. Especially like younger audiences. They just don't want to use Facebook anymore. Guess what your boy did? I hung out with my friend that's a girl. Surprising. Did you guys go shopping together and buy all kinds of things? It's kind of what I expect from George. Girlfriends. With her older sister that my friend wants to set me up with. Oh, nice. A little emblem here. This could be like a... I don't call it a chest plate, but maybe like maybe a piece of wood or something. Why does it say Sigma? Because he's a Sigma male. This is a Sigma male. Sigma lizard male. I wonder how do they get the word meta tag on Twitter? Do they pay for the people that own the tag? What do you mean, like Like, how do they get, like hashtag meta? Like this? Metaverso? Metaverse? At Meta. Oh, well, they have it. Oh, no, not Sagandis. He's got the Sagandis. Oh, no. Welcome to the next chapter of social connection. Please, no. I don't want to be more connected than all of Facebook's products. There's like a lot of documentaries coming out about Facebook. Fuck, I'm already calling it a Meta. Where it's like, well, so we decided we're gonna make it so that we keep people on our platform for as long as we can by engaging with them with fucking negative content that ruins their self-esteem and like makes them feel worse about themselves and causes internet addiction. And we thought this was a really good idea because our numbers weren't doing too well, so we had to get those numbers up. Facebook is a great company. Should invest in Facebook. Big deal over here. Everyone uses it to chat and work. It's weird that in in different countries, Facebook has basically won the social media wars. Like they're on top and there's just no getting them off. Can I make this a little louder? Just want to hear the music a little bit. Candace? Candace who? I don't know that one actually. Did you get kidnapped? You were talking bad about Facebook when silent. Now you're positive? Yes. Zuckerberg kidnaps. What is it? Let's see here. It's three Andys. 3 viewer Andys. That's what he does. You gotta AstroTurf. You gotta start somewhere. Can't just create a Cubone. Darnus disagrees with everything, even himself, especially myself. That's my secret. I'm always disagreeing. When I find something I agree with, I'm just a contrarian. When I find something that I agree with, I'll let you know. For now, I've got nothing. Gotta keep them guessing. I mean, the alternative isn't so good either. You know what you probably haven't like heard about, like, it's these weird like, I would call them, if social media is like mostly a macro phenomena, these are like micro social medias, and they're like, I feel like they're even more scary. So these would be like, an example would be like my fucking apartment building has a social media. Like, they're trying to like build a community and build engagement, and like, I don't fucking understand what that's about. It's kind of weird, champ. It's like the relatable boomer meme. How are you doing, fellow kids? Would you like to join my social media? I too enjoy the social medias. Join this social media. Interact with your what's it called? Fellow residents. And so they have these like social media iterations for like at these micro levels, like for like an organization or something. They'll have like a social media for these people, so they could, you know, have even like a closer. And it's weird because like this is something that like Zuckerberg was talking about. I think he even invested in like one of these companies, like Diaspora, I think is one of the names. And these are micro iterations of social media. I agree with a lot of people, though. Hey, I feel mischaracterized. Just disagreed with what I just said earlier. Disagree with everything. Let's see. Can't really think of any right now. I feel like I like agreeing with ideas. I don't like agreeing with people. As cringe as that sounds. Like if you could just erase all of the authors, like ever. The thing is that like everything is kind of loaded, and there's a lot of presence, you could say, to the author. Derrida talks about this in his book, where the author is in the room watching you read, basically. The gist of it, of the criticism, and if you disrespect Plato, he's gonna be disappointed in you, you know? But yeah. I just think agreeable people are cringe, you know? Usually people who agree with me too much give me the creeps. I instantly think they're actually disagreeing with me, but they're just not willing to engage in discourse. That's another word that's like floating around the internet right now that like gives me the fucking creeps. The discourse. All kinds of discourse. Discourse surrounding. Everything is discourse now. Maybe this will be a bone spear. Make it out of bone. YouTube, speaking of disagreeing with people, YouTube has been suggesting I watch Russell Brand, like every single video of Russell Brand's for some reason. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. It thinks I'm gonna like the content. The thumbnails are all clickbait. It's always like CNN owned with facts and logic by person. And I'm like, yeah, I want to watch that. And then I realized that I'm just being pandered to. And so I can't watch it. Can't enjoy things. Cannot enjoy things. Give him bone stuff. Like it could be more decorative than protective. That'll get around the restrictions. What if I made like little, not really like beads, but like bracelets maybe? Could be interesting. Yeah, it's a scary world we live in where people get like and are unashamed that they get their like ideology from like Twitch instead of like, I don't know, maybe a book or something, or at least like a cartoon or something. Can we go back to that where people would get their morality from cartoons? I feel like we've fallen really far from that. I miss the times when like, I don't know, like this arm, it's perfect. Not sure where I want to do. Maybe like that. I feel like that would work, actually. That looks okay. Just watch Twitch. Bring back beatings. I think they should bring that back to Duel. I think it would be really cool if we brought back the Duel. It's based and effective. Beatings for children. This could have all been prevented by beatings and bullying. Was it an extended version?
Players been talking smack and I've had just enough of it. It's high time to quit this culture of slander without recourse, locked with lies and attempts to corrupt the soul. But what do we do when the system is broken and cruel? My rule makes discussion verboten. It's my proposal, say whatever you like, but if you get it wrong, be prepared for a sword fight. Bring back the motherfucking duel, cause I got fools that I'd like to school in the battle of blades. Don't besmirch my name, I'll get slapped, and bleed fat, and that's that. Think twice for Benny and Glenn, cause you might just die at the dawn of the next day. Flip lock, pistol is a bubble of a duel. Bring back the motherfucking duel.
Perfect! Wouldn't it be great if everyone on the internet solved their problems with violence? I feel like, yeah, it would be actually. It'd be really good. Some days, you just kind of you choose violence. I don't know if I want to draw like pants for him. I want this purple. It's a very nice purple. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like start, I don't know, decluttering my Twitter, because all I get is like, this guy on Twitch said this thing. Isn't that cringe? And it's like, that's all of it. Either that or I'll just stop going there. I don't know. I feel like there's no way to do anything about it at this point. It's so weird. I think it's really weird to me that we have like these like basically propagandists on like a children's website, and that's kind of like we're all cool with it. It's kind of weird. It's a site about gaming and also some other things. Kind of weird. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to like play some of these financial markets in order to like just kind of escape. I think it's so like luck based that unless you're like an insider, it's most of the time everything is kind of like priced in. There's like it's like an old saying: as your knowledge goes up, your portfolio gains go down. It's also your confidence going down. I want to give him also the same spikes. They're related, you see. How do you cope with what? Not making as much money on like trades or something, or what? With being a boomer? I don't cope because I'm not cringe. I'm based, and at the very least, I'm braced. Yeah, that's when you're cringe, but you're also based. Just be based. You don't have to cope. Just be based on like. Based on what? You know? I cope by saying dumb shit on Twitch. It's a great place for me to vent out my frustrations without actually hurting anybody. I don't know. These are gonna be like bracelets made out of bone. It's gonna be like big ones, small ones. They're gonna be like bones and different types of bones, and they're gonna be like structured together to form like jewelry. So they're not really armor, but there's still an interesting element, and we're just gonna like hang them off of him. I think that's like the first thing I've designed for this character so far. Everything else is just like has been pose, a little bit of stealing. Let's see, let me put that on another layer. Because it overlaps so many things, I don't want to like redraw it like 20 times. Just gonna put it on like this layer. And then keep it there. Probably lock it too. Lock it, because I'm gonna try to take it out. Knowing me, I'm definitely gonna take it out. Even though I can't because it's locked, I'm still gonna try it. So this one is inheriting like hippopotamus traits now. But I think, I think it's good to not, take it so seriously. You don't want to react to the psyop exactly as, in as they want you to. As an analogy, I'm saying that. But yeah, you probably don't want to, take it too seriously. Not really much you could do about certain things. I feel like this guy is less aggressive now. I want to make him more aggressive. I might. Still have to draw like the saddle. What I'm thinking about for the saddle. This should be like. This could be a cool little thing. The cloth should bend in here, and then there should be some cloth that goes like above the leg, and then you can have the form of the leg. Kind of determine that, and then you can, have some more here, so drapes the figure. I think that'll be pretty good. I'll get into rendering it later. But for now, I just want to have like the idea there that it's going to be like draping over the leg. It's going to be draping under the leg there, and then maybe a little bit more. Then try to figure out how that's going to happen. Probably, like, when it comes up, it's going to be shorter than the part that's on the bottom. It's like one thing. Well, the draping I'll have to figure out. That is not something that happens instantly, I think. But Yeah, we'll see. What else? I've got the lizard. I've got the horse lizard. May bring in his body a little bit. From where it is now. So he's not quite as bulky. Make him a little bit more aggressive that way. Just draw the legs in. Not sure about the little tail. They don't have tails. Maybe this guy has a small tail then? I feel like if he had just like a small tail, that wouldn't really. Maybe I could do something like that. I feel like I don't want it to be like crazy though. I feel like the tail should actually be used for balancing in some ways, so. Maybe I move his body over a little bit, like the end of his body moves over here, and then the leg also moves over there. And I have more real estate to deal with this. You know what I find interesting? The Babylon Bee is able to accurately predict situations with satire. They're basically prophetic. I think that's like one of the better Twitter accounts that exists out there. Not really many games to get excited about lately. Consume. Consume. Consuming is based. I think what I want is to make the rider just all around bigger. Squid Game? That's not a game. Probably is making it bigger is like the... Maybe I make him... Because like then he becomes kind of... Maybe I'll move him back. Because he's like right on top of his neck. Might move him back a little bit. Oh, no, don't move him like this. Yeah, maybe move him back a little bit so the dog is a little bit more relaxed. The lizard dog. Everyone is watching and you should too. My wife is watching that the what's it called? She's watching like everything on Netflix. There's, like literally everything. She is very bored, I think. Very, very bored. For free? Basically, yeah. I mean, yeah, you only pay for like the one subscription fee. She should start drawing. I don't think she likes drawing very much. Nah, I think everyone is a creative person, like, but there's different types of creative. Maybe she can be better than you in a couple years. I mean, a couple months maybe. Got him. I think like with the right training, someone could easily do what I do in a couple months at my skill level. I think, yeah. The problem is that the right training is like, I don't know what exactly that is. But I have this suspicion that would be really easy to get here once you've figured out, you know, the exact things that you need. But that's, you know, that's pretty true about everything. Oh no, what happened to the... Oh, this thing. Yeah. Okay. Let me unlock this. I have to move it over a little bit. See, I knew it was gonna screw up somehow. I could teach you. You just have to pay me. That's usually how that little theorem ends. But like, or I don't know that set of phrases. Yeah, I have this suspicion that it would be really easy to get here if you had the right keys. I just don't know what they are. Exactly. So, I don't know. You're just gonna have to take the long way. Or you could pay me, I'll tell you the long way. I'll tell you I don't know. But yeah, there's got to be an easy way to do everything. It has to be, right? So why would drawing be outside of that? It's just, I don't know what it is. But theoretically, there's got to be a way to study that makes you incredibly good in an incredibly short amount of time. That's why we have children, so we can subject them to all kinds of like trials. It's actually really good. I like this stripe. The information isn't free. Yeah, usually. It's just really simple. You just pay me the whatever it is, and then I teach you how to be good at art. That's usually the sales pitch, yeah. That is usually the sales pitch. I don't know, take the long way, it's more fun that way. I feel like if I was able to... I already like burn out on everything, like easily, so if I ever achieve something, like I always burn out on it, just instantly, so... I imagine that if I was really, really, really good at art, I would just not do it, because I'd be burnt. Instantly. Just wouldn't. The pain and suffering, like I always hear, like art is about the suffering. It's kind of true. In a really different way than probably, what's it called? Like you have to suffer for your art. It's, it didn't really, like it doesn't, that's not what, it's hard to say what it means, but it's not the at first apparent, oh, I drew on the wrong layer. That's the real suffering. It's not readily apparent what that phrase means. Fuck it, I'm just gonna merge it down. I knew this would happen. But that's why I locked the layer. That is why I locked the layer. And then I unlocked it to move it, and I instantly drew all over it. Classic. Just I predicted. I knew exactly what I was gonna do. I knew, I even knew when. Just as soon as I forget what I was doing with that. Oh my god. But yeah, suffering for your artwork. Maybe that means like just not being able to draw stuff for a very long time. And then you're in like Stockholm syndrome where it's like now I gotta do this because like I don't know how to do it. I gotta keep working on it. Something to overcome. It's just like Dark Souls. Why do you keep playing Dark Souls? It's really stressful. Or it's that need to like overcome and progress. It's like the core basic needs of humanity. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Can I have my own like personality system now I feel like everybody has one at this point where it's just like it's Myers-Briggs or fucking the big 20, the big 5, whatever it is, the big 6. Like I feel like I could make a better personality system. There's the long-haired guy who's pretty dark and mysterious. Probably one of my favorite genders. Wait, hold on, let's get that image. Can I get that? Shout out to probably my favorite gender meme. I've seen this one floating around. This is like this thing. Shout out to Shadow the Hedgehog, but usually it's something a little bit more funny. And it's like it's like a starter pack meme, but it's better. There's like shout out to wait, hold on, where's the examples? Where is it? Shout out to jesters. Level up, ladies. Buff women. There's all kinds of like memes, but for some reason Google is hiding them. It's only showing the like the cringe ones. But yeah, it's a good meme. Rate that one 10 out of 10. I'm gonna duplicate these like bone things here all over the place. I gotta figure out how to make this like arm look relaxed. Still not really all that relaxed. Has something to do with like resting on the spear. Hard can't be easy, you just make it hard for yourself. Yeah, maybe. Make it more fun. The suffering adds the fun. It's like, you know, any game that's too easy, you just get bored. Truly the most grindy of all MMORPGs. My life is suffering. Wasn't fun at all. Well, that's because you're not looking back on it, you see. It's exciting. It's exciting. You're gonna be on your deathbed and you're gonna be remembering all those things, and then you're gonna be dead. So and then you're gonna stop remembering things because you're dead. But yeah. I don't have a coherent leg for them either. Like their legs are all like all over the place. Each one has a different leg. think I've worked on this one all day. So I have this is where I started. This is where I am. I've got more coherent like design on him now. I could bring back some of the color, especially on the dog lizard. Kind of like some of the colors there. I'll just sample them. Just sample them and bring them back. As I repaint. As I repaint and redesign. That, I think I spent all day on him. Yeah, all day on one character. And we still haven't gotten to the beta male. Beta. I think for the beta male, I'll just use a woman. Just use a woman. Give him like very nice hips. I'm gonna duplicate it. You know what? Let's. What do I have on the bottom of them? Oh, this one. Okay. All right. So let's do the thing. Duplicate. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna make a backup. Excellent. I'm gonna merge this. Oops. Take it to 50. Merge it up. Okay, now I have a perfect 50 opacity layer. I can redraw it. Oh, what does this do? Huh? What? Okay, cool. Can I have B? I can't switch tools. Locked in. Totally locked in. There's nothing I can do. There we go. Thanks, Photoshop, for releasing. Use some of these colors that Frazetta uses. Gonna be painting with, what's this one? Circle? Classic default circle brush? I should probably just use probably just use a drawing brush for now. So many brush. Can't use any of them. Alright, here it is. Okay, so I keep sampling. Keep sampling. Like some of these colors, so. Like having them here would be okay. He's got a lot of plumage. He's half bird because he ate too many birds. The shape-shifting lizards will eat other creatures are surprisingly vegan. Because if they eat too much of a thing, they actually like become the thing to an extent. So you don't want to overeat. So most of the time they spend their time just eating like berries and nuts and stuff. And then they have like ritualistic almost cannibalism, but it's not cannibalism, it's for like the other animals. I don't know if they eat each other actually. That's what happens when a shapeshifter eats a shapeshifter. Do they become more shapeshifty? It's a good question. I might have to ask. I assume since they're like tribal and barbaric, they have to like eat each other. Just a little bit of cannibalism. Kind of tabletop game doesn't have cannibalism in it. It's the whole fun of it. Ah, shit. So I'm trying to fix like the pose as I go a little bit. Give them wide hips. Don't have a lot of design on this one other than a couple tattoos here. And he does have wings. Instant design, just add wings. As I develop elements on each of these, I'm going to be bring them back to the other ones, and hopefully by the end they'll all have like some of the shared elements. And then that'll be a pretty good way of designing it, I think. More tattoo elements. Still thinking about them. The tattoos. I don't know exactly what I want, other than should be kind of tribally. Yeah. We'll start with really rough designs and then we'll develop them, I'm sure. Try to distill them down into the essence of bird, lizard, people culture. They're like little snakes, kind of like crawling over him. Like a hydra, almost. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll have like a multi-headed beast of some sort. You should also have like parts of him that are um not mutated, but they're like almost like fetishes for him that are like kind of okay. So he's like pretending to be the bird before he becomes the bird, that kind of thing. I hope they worship like a very large dragon or something. Should probably look into. Aye, Louis, stop biting me. I think my cat wants to be fed. feel like this should be a continuation of this somehow. Maybe the snake tails will be on that side. Maybe I just double it. Make it symmetrical. I feel like that would work too. Kind of doesn't look like it right now, but definitely make it symmetrical. It's gonna be a lot of draping for these characters, I think. And then eventually also have the loincloths. They'll have a lot of like togas. I think that'll work. I do want to design like some kind of like repeated thing for their pants. Right now it's very, this one's very basic, but all right, now this one's looking worse than all three of them, which is good. That means these are progressed a little bit. I actually like some of the colors here on the previous one. Probably start scavenging like some of these for scale colors and putting in like scale patterns. Didn't I find a scale brush? I might just use that. Dun-dun-dun. Instant scales. Well, we'll workshop them, but for now, you know, better to have something in there. And they're colorful. I think I'm gonna use like, you know, a lot of different scale colors. Make them pretty robust in terms of scale color. Okay. That's good. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I guess straight improvement on this one. We'll save that. Maybe I should work on this guy a little bit before we close out for today. It's almost 7, so gotta feed my cat. You hungry? You hungry, Louis? Yeah, he's so hungry he jumped in my what's it called? Do the same thing. I'll oops. Where is it? Create a backup. Save this one. Put it to 50. Make a new layer. Merge that in. Then we'll start redrawing. Can give him a bigger chin this round. Really trying to nail in the shapes, I think. Hmm. Kind of reducing them to important forms. some parts are starting to work here. Not sure if I've made it a little bit too round. I'm gonna bring back some of like the sharp edges. Yeah, some of the triangle shapes I had for him starting to come back. Starting to look very wolf-like though. I'm not sure I like that. It's supposed to be a lizard, not a wolf. But he could have like wolf-like tendencies. If he eats predators, he could become wolf-like. But the problem is that I'm drawing wolves, I'm drawing lizards. So probably have to tone that down. this arm out a little bit more. So I have time. So it should be a little bit bigger. Maybe move to inward a little bit. All right, it's about 7 o'clock. We're gonna take a break here. Back with more scaly content tomorrow, hopefully. So thanks for coming by. See you all in the next one.